Urgent Dallas Cowboys fans, do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel because here we bring you daily videos with the latest Dallas Cowboys updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Cowboys Nation. Today, we're diving deep into a story that's been stirring up conversations across NFL circles, fan forums, and sports analysis channels. The Dallas Cowboys, a team that's always been about strategic moves, bold plays, and evolving rosters, have just pulled off a trade that could redefine their offensive dynamics for the upcoming seasons. And no, I'm not talking about just another addition to the receiving core, but someone who's making waves already, and the implications of this move stretch far beyond just a single game or a single season. Let's set the scene. The Cowboys, coming off an interesting stretch in their recent seasons, have been trying to find the perfect complement to their star wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb. Lamb has been a consistent, dynamic force in Dallas offense, but as any true football fan knows, having that reliable second option is crucial, especially in high-pressure situations and playoff scenarios. Enter George Pickens, a name that's been making headlines, not just because of his impressive college career at Georgia, but now because of what he's already doing in Dallas after just a handful of games. You might be asking, what makes Pickens' arrival so significant? Why all this buzz around a trade that involved a 2026 third-round pick and a 2027 fifth-round pick? Well, it's because Pickens has responded to the challenge with a level of explosiveness, physicality, and route running that's catching everyone off guard. His early production has exceeded expectations, and the way he's impacting defenses is reminiscent of the kind of player who can tilt the scales in critical moments. This isn't just about adding another receiver. It's about reshaping the Cowboys' offensive identity and giving Dak Prescott a weapon that can stretch the field vertically, create mismatches, and transform the way Dallas approaches their passing game. Now, let's rewind a bit and understand the context. When Dallas made this move, they were clearly thinking long-term, but also with an eye on immediate impact. Pickens, coming from Pittsburgh, was known for his athleticism, contested catchability, and deep threat potential. His transition to Dallas was seen as a gamble, a bold one at that, because it involved giving up future draft capital. But it's paying off faster than anyone could have imagined. Since his arrival, he has been a focal point in the passing attack, especially when CeeDee Lamb was sidelined earlier in the season due to an ankle injury. That period was a real test for the Cowboys, and Pickens stepped up in a big way. In those weeks, Pickens became not just a role player but a true game changer. Against Green Bay, he caught 134 yards and scored 2 touchdowns, showcasing his ability to win vertically and make tough catches in traffic. Just 2 weeks later, he exploded for 168 yards and another touchdown against Carolina, attacking single-high coverages and testing defenses' deepest safeties. These performances weren't just flashes. They were signs of a player who's quickly adapting to the NFL's speed and complexity. His route running has improved significantly, with sharper stems, better timing, and an increased ability to beat tight coverage. And what's even more impressive, his physicality draws defensive pass interference penalties, leading the league with 116 penalty yards on contested routes. That's a game changer in itself, as it forces defenses to be cautious and opens up even more space for the Cowboys' offense. But what about the numbers? That's where it gets even more interesting. Through just 10 weeks, Pickens has amassed 764 receiving yards, placing him 4th overall in the league. That's a remarkable pace, especially considering he's still integrating into a new system. His advanced metrics tell a compelling story. 281 DR, defense-adjusted yards above replacement, ranking 3rd in the NFL behind only Jackson Smith-Njigba and Puka Nacua. To put that into perspective, his previous season's DR was just 58, which ranked him around 60th among qualifying receivers. So, we're witnessing a significant leap in efficiency and impact. And it's not just about raw stats. His ability to hold safeties in place and create spacing allows Dak Prescott more freedom and rhythm in the passing game. Dallas offense has been known for its strategic balance, but now, with Pickens emerging as a vertical threat, defenses are forced to make adjustments. That's critical because it creates opportunities for other players, including Lamb, and opens lanes for the run game as well. Now, the question is, how sustainable is this level of production, and what does it mean for the Cowboys moving forward? Early on, Dallas's coaching staff has praised Pickens' route discipline, his sharper stems, and his improved understanding of the offense. These are signs that he's not just a flash in the pan, but a player who's committed to growth. His physical style and ability to win contested catches have already made him a favorite target in key situations. especially in third and long scenarios where a reliable deep threat is invaluable. From a team perspective, Pickens has also become a positive influence in the locker room. Reports from inside the Cowboys facility highlight his competitive energy, willingness to work hard in practice, and his leadership qualities. These intangibles matter a lot because they help build team chemistry and trust, especially when integrating a new player into a tight-knit group like Dallas. But what about the broader implications? Well, this trade, in addition to the immediate on-field benefits, has strategic value for Dallas's future. With Pickens providing a high-upside vertical option, the Cowboys now have a more versatile receiving core that can adapt to different game plans. This versatility is crucial as the league continues to evolve into a more passing-centric format, where explosive plays can swing momentum in an instant. Moreover, the trade's cost, a third-round pick in 2026 and a fifth-round pick in 2027, might seem steep in the short term. But if Pickens continues this trajectory, his trade value could skyrocket by the time next season rolls around. It's not far-fetched to think that he could become one of the league's most valuable bargains in the 2025 season, especially if his efficiency and impact keep climbing. This move also potentially relieves some pressure on Lamb, allowing the Cowboys' offense to be more unpredictable and harder to defend. Now, let's compare this situation with other teams and players. In the league, there are few players who can impact defenses the way Pickens has in just a few weeks. His ability to draw penalties, win contested routes, and stretch the field puts him in a class of deep-threat receivers that NFL defenses fear. While players like Puka Nacua and Jackson Smith-Njigba are also making waves, Pickens' physicality and production in Dallas give him a unique edge. It's interesting to note that Dallas, historically, has often relied on a balanced attack, but now they're leaning more heavily into vertical threats, which can be a game-changer in close games and playoff scenarios. Furthermore, the upcoming schedule will be vital in testing Pickens' consistency and the team's ability to utilize him effectively. Dallas's next games against tough opponents, with defenses that are disciplined and aggressive, will reveal whether this early success is sustainable or just a hot streak. Will defenses start doubling him or bracket covering him? How will the coaching staff adapt to this? These are questions fans and analysts are eager to see answered. Looking ahead, the future for Dallas's offense looks promising with Pickens' emergence. If he can maintain this high level of play, Dallas could become even more unpredictable, forcing defenses to dedicate extra resources to stop him, which in turn opens up opportunities for Lamb and the running game. It also raises the stakes for other teams in the NFC, who will need to plan carefully to contain this dynamic duo. Lastly, let's talk about the bigger picture. The Cowboys have historically been a franchise that's not afraid to make bold moves, whether in draft capital or in game tactics. This trade and Pickens' immediate impact are a testament to that willingness to innovate. It's also a reflection of the team's confidence in their coaching staff and their ability to develop talent quickly. If this trend continues, it could mark a turning point in how Dallas approaches their roster building, emphasizing explosive, high-upside players who can change the game in an instant. So, in conclusion, what does all this mean for the Dallas Cowboys and their fans? Well, it's an exciting development that signals a new chapter. Pickens' rise could be the missing piece that elevates Dallas from a good team to a legitimate Super Bowl contender. But it also comes with questions about consistency, health, and how defenses will adapt in the weeks to come. The league is watching, and the Cowboys' fan base is buzzing with anticipation. Will Pickens become the next great deep threat in Dallas history? Can he sustain this pace and turn into a franchise cornerstone? These are the stories that will unfold in the coming weeks and months. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Dallas Cowboys news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and IT makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let's continue with the big reveal. And speaking of future prospects, the Cowboys have positioned themselves well for the postseason with this acquisition. The ability to stretch the field and threaten defenses vertically is a key component in playoff football, where every yard and every big play matters immensely. If Pickens keeps up this level of performance, we might see Dallas making a deep run, possibly even challenging the NFC giants like Philadelphia or San Francisco. His development also adds a layer of security in case Lamb encounters injuries or struggles, giving Dak Prescott a reliable target who can bail him out of tight spots. The coaching staff deserves credit here too. They're scheming to leverage Pickens' strengths, layered concepts, deep routes, contested catches, has been impressive. It's a testament to how well Dallas's offensive coordinators understand their personnel and adapt game plans accordingly. The way they've used more layered concepts to free Pickens into intermediate space shows a strategic approach that maximizes his physical tools and route-running improvements. This isn't just about individual talent. It's about tactical innovation and understanding how to exploit defenses. Let's not forget the broader league context. Other teams are watching Dallas's experiment with Pickens very closely. If he sustains his high level of impact, he might push the market for wide receivers even higher, influencing how other franchises value similar players. It also raises questions about how teams will balance draft capital with immediate impact, especially when players like Pickens are available through trades. The NFL is a league where timing and fit are everything, and Dallas seems to have hit the jackpot with this move. As we look forward, it's essential to keep an eye on the upcoming games. The NFC playoff picture is still very much in flux, and Dallas's schedule will test whether Pickens can continue to be a reliable deep threat. Will defenses start doubling him? Will Prescott and the offensive line be able to give him the time needed to develop routes and make catches? These are the critical factors that will determine whether this story remains a feel-good narrative or turns into a full-blown franchise legend. Now, for the fans out there, I want to hear from you. Do you believe Pickens can maintain this high level of impact? How do you see him fitting into the long-term plans of Dallas? Are you excited about the potential playoff run, or do you think there are still gaps that need addressing? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinions matter so much to us and to the Dallas Cowboys community. And with that, we're wrapping up today's deep dive into the Dallas Cowboys' latest game-changing move. Remember, the NFL season is full of surprises, and every week brings new stories, new heroes, and new questions. Keep following us for all the latest updates, analysis, and expert insights. This Cowboys team is evolving, and the best is yet to come. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, stay loyal, stay passionate, and go Cowboys. And now, Dallas Cowboys fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters. So much to US and to the Dallas Cowboys. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Dallas Cowboys news.